the homework section 5.6. So, in questions 1 through 8, these ones you can get both bases the same. So, for number 1, what's the base?
3.
How do you rewrite 81 in base 3?
3 to the 44.
Okay, so then, see this 1 to 1, you can cross those out. What's your answer?
4.
Yep. Number 2, what should you do first? Yep, you got it, subtract 3. So 3 to the x is 27, then now get them in the same base. And what's your answer?
3.
3. Okay, ignore your powers. You got a 3 and a 9. What's the common base?
3.
So you're going to make this 9 3 squared, but you have a 5x here. So these 3's cancel out, and you have x plus 1 equals what? What is it? 10x. So subtract x here. What's x? A 9. Number 4. What's your common base? 4?
4 to 4x.
Okay, so what do you have here?
5x equals 4x minus 2.
Mm-hmm.
X equals negative 2.
Next, this is one of the harder ones, number 5. By the way, it reads 3 to the 5x power times 9 to the x squared. It kind of got chopped off right there. Equals 27. All right, working on this side, I want to get all these in base 3. How do you rewrite 9 in base 3?
3 squared.
3 squared, and then it's times x squared. And how do you get 27 in base 3?
3 squared.
All right, now, on the left, when bases are the same, and you're multiplying, what do?
And
You add them. So this left side is really 5x plus 2x squared. Now, what do you think you do? Cross out your 3's.
subtract 4. Oh, not 3. My bad. My fault.
Now, what do you have here? 5x plus 2x squared. You have a quadratic formula. So can I organize it all? 2x squared plus 5x what?
Minus 3.
Good. And you know how to factor this?
2.
So you have 2x and x. This is going to be a 6 here because you want a positive. Whoops. No.
3.
3. 3 and a negative 1. So what are your two answers here?
Negative 3 and 1.
1/2 and negative 3. Do you get this? Okay. Number 2, what's going to be your exponent? Or what's your base, I'm sorry?
2.
Yep, 2. How are you going to get this side in base 2
2
though?
to the negative 4.
This is going to be 2 to the negative 4. That's the same as 1 over 16. Okay, those cancel.
Negative 4 more regular
Notice how I brought 4 over, made it positive 4. What's your answer?
x equals negative 4, negative 1.
Yep. How about 7?
2x squared.
It's going to be 3 and then 2x squared equals 3 negative 5x minus 2. The 3's cancel. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. What's your answers?
Negative 2 and 1/2.
Mm-hmm. And the last one. Right.
Change both the bases to 2.
Mm-hmm. This is gonna be 2 squared and then x squared minus 1. 2 cubed and then x, so it's really 2x squared minus 2 minus 3x it's gonna be minus 2 plus 1, so is it negative 1/2 and 2? Okay, so far, was that hard? No? Okay, flip over. Okay, 9 and 10 are easy. Translate them.
Log 5 base 3.
Log of 5 base 3 equals x, so type that in your calculator, just the way it is.
1.46.
I got 1.46 also.
Where are you
Okay, how do you do 10?
going? Oh, log 4 base 5.
And what do you get?
0.86.
I want to jump down to, we did 17, right? Jump down to 17. 17 is the log of 5 base e is 2x. And then you did ln, turn this into ln 5, and then your answer was 0.8. Yeah. Let's do the 4 here, and then we're gonna go to the ln ones. Okay, what would you do on 18?
Log 2 base e equals negative 3x.
Then what? Tell me.
Ln 2
This is ln 2.
equals negative 3x. And then you get,
ln 2 is 0.69.
and then divide by negative
Use your calculator as much as you can, so it's negative
3. 0.2.
0.23. Good. Number 19,
Divide by 6.
divide both, you want to get rid of the 6, so divide by 6. You want the e by itself. And I get 3.5. 21 divided by 6 is 3.5. Then take a second and rewrite it. So some people write log 3.5 base e first. I do. And then I write it ln. Some people do it right away. Tell me what answer you get.
Negative 0.895.
Yep. And number 20.
Divide by 3.4.
Divided by 3.4. You get 1.65.
Yeah.
And it's negative x over 3. Okay, so you're going to translate this to log 1.65 base e, which is ln. Okay, then what?
It's 0.5. Oh,
So ln 1.65,
9501.
and then multiply that by 3.
Divide by
And
negative
then
1.
did you get negative 1.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go back to 11. Kind of going backwards, but that's okay. Actually do 12. 12 is, that's easy. That's like the first 8 we did. See if you remember now how to do that one. What's the base? Don't forget to distribute this though, okay? That would be a common error. So it's 2x plus 4 equals x minus 1. What's your answer? Yep, negative 5. Now the last 5 in this section, what you have to do, and you can you can skip some steps too. You're gonna take the ln of both sides. So this is the long way to do it, ln 2 to the x power equals ln 3 to the x minus 1. You bring the power in front, so it's x times ln 2, and then x minus 1, ln 3. So you have to figure out what ln x is, or ln 2 is, what ln 3 is. And you should get 2.68 for this answer. Make sure you distribute correctly. The hardest part of these ones is just making those math errors, I think. And I've been busted doing that too, making math errors. So ln 2 is 0.69, ln 3 is 1.10. Distribute, move over the x, and divide, and you should get 2.68. Tell me if you get that.
I get it.
You got it? Okay, so number 12, moving on. I want you guys to work on these, so, number 12. 13. Oh, 13, sorry, 13. 13. So it should be, you should take the ln of both sides. You end up with ln 3 times 1 minus 2x, and ln 5 times x plus 5. ln 3 and ln 5 are just the decimal. 1.10 is ln 3, 1.61 is ln 5. And then what you have to do is carefully distribute. Make sure you distribute carefully for 13. And I got negative 1.82 for my answer.
Me too.
Number 14. You're going to take the ln of both sides, so it's really 3x minus 1 times ln 4, x minus 2 times ln 3, ln of 4 is 1 point, I'm going to say 1.4. 1.4 times 3x is 4.2.
Negative 0.23.
And then ln 3 is 1.1. So it's 1.1x and then 2 times 1.1 is 2.2. So 4.2 minus 1.1 is 3.1. What'd you guys get?
0.258.
I got negative 0.26. Did you get that? Anyone?
Yeah.
Nick, did you? You're saying no. Where are you stuck?
I got negative 1.17.
Okay, do you have 1.14 and 1.1 for these two? Start over if you have to. Start over.
What's the answer?
Let's do one more, 15.
Got a lot.
Because I can't read that last one, 16. Number 15. I think that one's cut off, so we're gonna stop at 15, so you have ln 2 times 1 minus 3x, and then ln 3 what's ln 2? Let's just do 0.7. ln 3 is 1.1. So we're gonna distribute. We get 0.7 minus 2.1 so I'm gonna bring this over here. We get 3.2 and then subtract 1.1. So 0.7 minus 1.1 negative. These are all like decimal answers.
Negative 0.3.
What'd you get?
Negative 0.3.
Yep. 125 or 13. Yep. Do we feel okay on those? How much, you feel okay? Okay. Back page. We did 23. 24 is like 23. See this 2 to the x power? Can you get this as 2 to the x power?
2 to the 2x.
Yeah, this is gonna be 2 to the 2x. Minus 6 times 2 to the x, and see this 8? You're gonna bring it over as a positive 8. Now, I'm gonna set you up, we're gonna factor.
So 2 to
How do you
x.
split up this so that when you multiply, you get 2 to the 2x? 2 to the x times 2 to the x is 2 to the 2x. How are you gonna split 8 up? What times what is 8 and adds to be negative 6?
Negative 4,
Okay, now set each of these equal to 0. So if you set 2 to the x minus 4 equals 0, and 2 to the x minus 2 equals 0, I want you to solve for x. These you can do in your heads. Add 4.
2 and 1.
So x is 2 on this side, and it's 1 on this side. And I'm writing it all out. $25. How are you going to factor this? E to the x, e to the x. Do you agree that e to the x times e to the x is e to the 2x?
Sure.
What two numbers multiply to give you 6 but add to be negative 5?
3, negative 2, negative
Okay? Now set each of these. So set e to the x minus 3 equals 0 and e to the x minus 2 equals 0. What do you do next?
3. Element 3.
You're going to add 3 first and then rewrite it. Log of 3 base e is x, so ln, you write ln 3. What is ln 3?
1.1.
1.1. What's the other one?
Oh, 0.6.
0.69. Okay, can you factor 26 for me?
2 e to the x.
I heard 2 e to the x.
And then e to the x.
Mhm.
And then it's minus 1 minus 4.
Yep, did you get that? Because you get negative 8 e to the x and minus 1 is negative 9 e to the x. Questions, anyone? And go ahead, what do you do next?
Add one.
Add 1 and divide by 2, right?
And you get e to the x equals 1/2, which equals negative 0.6.
So what are you finding, ln of what?
Oh, 1/2,
Mm-hmm.
which is negative 0.7.
What'd you get for an answer?
Negative 0.7.
How about the other side, ln 4?
1.38.
1.38?
Yeah. Oh, 39.
Okay, 27, how do you factor that one?
Oh, you gotta take a common factor out.
You could do that. So divide everything by what?
2.
So you get 3e to the 2x minus 8e to the x. Now this is gonna be a 3, can I just bring it over?
Mm-hmm.
All right, how does this factor?
3 e to the x. E to the x. 3 plus 1.
Yep, I agree. Next. Next, what do you do?
Set those equal 0.
Set each of these equal to 0. So this is gonna be e to the x is equal to what? Negative 1/3. And this one, e to the x is equal to 3.
Not a real answer,
Oh, why not?
because it's a negative. Can't take
So if you write this as the log negative 1/3 base e, you can't have a negative number in this spot. So this one is not possible or undefined,
1.1.
but this one, what's ln 3?
1.1.
1.1. One more and we're done. Okay, what should you do with 28? Can you simplify this at all? Can you divide anything by any number?
2.
Yep. So you get 4e to the 2x plus 4e to the x. I'm gonna bring minus 3 over. All right, who can factor this one? Can't you?
No. It'd be 3.
You have to use the quadratic.
Ooh.
This is not factorable, and we're not gonna do it.
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
We're not messing, we're just doing simply factorable, so stop.
Drop the ball.
You can't factor that one. I don't think you can you? Let's double make sure.
No, you can't. I'd try.
Try.
Before I turn this off.
Okay, we are done.
Yes.